Chapter 7 Diving into the Praying Mind. As I ran through the humid summer streets that fateful evening in Cordale, I saw the setting sun gradually sink towards the western horizon far beyond the woodlands. A plethora of oddly shaped clouds drifted by in the western sky, and the setting sun shone down through a break in the clouds. I strengthened myself with that beautiful vision, and hurriedly made my way northward toward the streets of Cordale, hoping that things would soon return to normal. I stopped some ways further down the street to catch my breath now that I was safe from the horrors in the hospital. I was unsure what to believe anymore, and just wanted all of this madness to end. With such thoughts wearing down my mind, I continued on my way to the north. I soon found myself breathless as I plodded along Cordale's main street. I passed by some small shops on my way, and also an abandoned gas station. When I came to the street's northern bend, which then veered off to the west, a house on the left side of the road caught my attention. The edifice was slightly larger than the other buildings in the nearby neighborhood, and a purple neon sign above stated that I was standing before Madame Eve's House of Relaxation. What intrigued me even more was the fact that the inside was lit up, unlike the rest of the sleepy town of Cordale. Was there actually someone in there? Before I had the time to think any more about it, sirens from police cars suddenly echoed loudly from afar. "Damn it!" I said to myself, and suddenly became wary of my surroundings. I hesitated at first, but soon deduced that my safest recourse was to head into the lit house in front of me. I would maybe even be able to get some answers about what was happening around here. I hoped that none of those masked freaks from earlier were inside as I made my way across the street onto the approach leading up to the suggestively named House of Relaxation. I knocked at the door with a somewhat shaky hand, but there was no response. I waited impatiently for a few seconds, and was just about to leave in favor of another hiding spot when I heard the sound of the door unlocking. As I turned around, an attractive woman in her mid-40s stood in the doorway, and by the looks of it, she was only a few years younger than me. Her finely combed hair was light brown, and in her beautiful blue eyes I saw a rare calmness and composure, which instantly filled my mind with joy. Her red-colored lips were smooth, and I found my mind melting at the sight of such an attractive female. At first I was unable to speak, but she thankfully broke the tension with her silky smooth voice. "How can I help you? Do you have an appointment?" No," I stammered with a wobbly voice. "I just saw that lights were on, and I thought I might get some information about this town." "Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I just moved here about 2 months ago. I'm the receptionist here at the House of Relaxation. The landlady is out today, and we're officially closed. We're only open for those with pre-scheduled appointments." "Well, I'm not here for business. I just want to rest my tired legs for a while. Is it okay if I come in?" I asked with an eagerness to get away from the unsafe streets of Cordale. The trek back to my family would have to wait until things had quieted down outside. "I don't see why not," the female stated, and opened up the door completely, allowing for my entry. She took a few steps back as I walked inside and closed the door behind me. After calming my racing mind, I was suddenly made aware of how strikingly detailed the reception hall was. The furniture was all dressed in purple, and the marble reception desk was a marvelous sight to behold. 2 half-circular staircases connected the 2 floors, and large metal candle holders adorned by lit wax candles created an atmosphere of both allure and obscurity. The soft, fragrant scent from a perfume soared through the air towards me. My first reaction was that I knew the smell, and I stopped in my tracks to take in the nauseating scent. "What's that smell?" I asked. "What smell? Oh, you mean the perfume? It was a present from my special someone," the beautiful receptionist answered. "But now he's—" she continued, but my hearing was suddenly impeded, and my mind started to drift off as the perfume musk entered my olfactory system. I stumbled towards the reception desk to rest in one of the chairs close by. For a short while, I lost control of my actions and my sight went black. The next thing I knew was that I forced myself to stand up, but my footing soon became unstable and I fell to my knees in a bleak moment of despair. The last thing I remember before drifting off was the calming face of the receptionist woman who sat down before me and stared warmly into my eyes. A smile crossed my lips as I slowly fell into a world of slumber.